All right, here we are, last Monday of March 2022. Cindy Van, James G here. D.N.A. Weekly Monday forecast energy. We got a month shift this week, Cindy Van.
Yes.
Leaving March, heading into April.
Yes.
New moon is upon us.
Mhm.
Well.
All sorts.
Well. Let's
No
dive in.
Mercury retrograde though, James. You're still safe.
Nice. That
Poor Mercury gets such a
I
bad rap.
know. I know. Poor guy. Poor little creature. Causes so much grief. Okay.
All right, let's dive in. So, yes, we've got a lot of shifting energy. We're leaving the 9 energy of March, moving into the 1 energy of April. Now, I think I spoke about this last week. The 9 and the 1 kind of bounce off of each other, where the 9 is making space and the 1 is bringing in the new. So they kind of play together really well. And I don't know about y'all, but I noticed the month of March being get rid of that, move that out of my life. That relationship's over, move that. Ooh, calling myself higher. What if I could have more? Busting through fears. All this was happening in the month of March to create space for what's coming through. Now, what can happen with the 9 once we've cleared the space is we can often just go back into old mental patterns and fill it all back up with the same shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. So we've got this Aries new moon coming in on Friday that's going to be really fiery. It's going to want us to take action. It's that fired up Aries energy of like, let's just get shit done. Except we've got all this Spades energy coming in too that says, yeah, get stuff done, but from the more what I call the higher perspective, the spiritual perspective through source. So allowing innovation to flow through you rather than trying to control all the moving pieces of I want this outcome. And so I'm going to reverse engineer it and make sure that this and this and this and this and this is done and try to control it all. That used to be my MO. That's why I can make fun of that one.
I know. I thought you were making fun of me too. That's why. It still is my MO.
This is more of an energy of being open to the mysterious and the unknown, of allowing yourself to co-create with those unknown energies, the unseen world, of really giving yourself space, because this week, especially, secrets are going to be revealed. Your own secrets, secrets between relationships, secrets around the world. We're already seeing this unfold. Nothing that we're seeing in the mainstream is accurate. Nothing we're seeing on alternative is accurate. There's this big illusion being unfolded right now. And so first and foremost, come back to your truth, who you are, what you want, why you want it. And from there, be open to whatever flows through. A lot of times, especially for the work that I do, when I'm working with clients and I'm like, the how is not your job. Let the universe figure out the how. It's the asking yourself constantly, what's the next thing I need to do? Based on who I am, what I want, and why I want it. What's the next step? And a lot of times that next step doesn't make any sense at all. Do it anyway. Do it anyway, because it's source speaking through you. It's that inspiration of taking action based on what source is speaking through you. So allowing that to flow through you, being super open and curious this week, and let the magic unfold.
So you said innovate this week.
Yeah, innovation. So, inspiration, innovation, letting weird and unknown ideas flow through you.
So, okay. So would you say then that we need to be cognizant of our creative intentions this week, or awareness around creating? Because usually innovation is what am I building? What am I creating? What am I doing?
Yeah, it's not necessarily building something in the material. We build it first in our hearts and in our minds. So thinking first and foremost, what do I want? And then feeling, why do I want it? And then whatever action is next is the next action, whether that be building it in the material or speaking to somebody about it or sharing it with your community or just journaling on it and then putting it aside, whatever that action might be. Maybe it's go for a walk in the park. Maybe it's take a nap. That's the innovation, the inspiration and the innovation of just letting that flow through you. Because sometimes we can get one idea, we're like, oh my God, and we run with it, not recognizing that there's a whole bunch of unseen back here that we missed.
Okay. Well, here we are again at the end of a month. So another month has passed.
Yeah.
It always begs me the question for me, and not only to myself, but to those I work with too, is, okay, so where are we now? We just went through a month, what and how and why did that month work, not work, propel you forward? Where did you get sidetracked, so forth, right? So I keep going back to this towards the end of the month because time is our greatest resource, and people have a tendency to take the urgency label off the equation when we, all right, well, another month, new month. Oh, I'm going to recharge. And here we go. All right, new month. It's just like the fucking New Year's resolution bullshit. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. New month. Whew. All right.
Mhm.
I'm going to get off the couch now. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do whatever it is.
Yeah.
At some point, people out there that really want to facilitate something in their life, some sort of change, creation, whatever it is, there needs to be a sense of urgency about it.
Mhm.
There has to be, because otherwise we can wheel and deal and we can be all la and creative and all this and mindful and this and and flow, which we always got to flow, always,
Mhm.
right? However, I can flow with a sense of goddamn urgency, right? And I know you can too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right. And I just, maybe it's because I'm just off a client session where I'm like brass tacks, poop or get off the pot. Like,
Mhm.
do you want to do this or not?
Yeah.
Right. And you and I talk all the time. People don't want to do the work.
Mhm. Yeah, well, we've been trained not to, right? And so I want to bring this back to universal law. We were talking about this right before we went live. We're in a stage of the year collectively where we're coming into the acceptance that maybe we could have what we want, and we're right about on the edge of making the decision of I'm either going to fucking have it or I'm going to waffle again for the rest of the year. So I love that you're bringing this up. And the New Year's resolutions, everything. We begin the year in Mercury energy, mercurial energy. It changes. So we begin the January when all of us set these New Year's intentions, except it's mercurial energy where we're always changing our mind. We're like, well, maybe I'll try that on for size and I'll try that. And maybe we'll go to the gym for a week or two and then we'll stop. And now I'm eating potato chips again.
Right.
I don't even like potato chips. I don't know why I keep using that example. But it's that changing energy where we're playing with ideas and allowing ourselves to just be inspired by what we love and what we don't love. Right now, we're in Venus energy collectively, which is all about what we feel about our life, what we feel about the people in our life, who we are experiencing life with, our relationships with money, with everything. That's top of mind right now. And it's not a thinking state, it's a feeling state. So much of the world is feeling this sensation of, fuck, I need something to change. And the only way something is going to change is if you fucking decide it's going to change. The universe is not going to hand it to us on a silver platter. It's not just one day going to be like, oh, here's all your dreams come true. It's not a genie in a bottle. Decide what you want. And that's where the inspiration comes through. Because the moment you make the decision, how stops mattering and you trust yourself to take the next step. That's it. It's when we waffle back and forth between this, well, I don't like my life and I'd like it to look different, but I'm not willing to take responsibility and choose. And so therefore, I'm not going to take inspired action. I'm either going to take no action or I'm going to try to control everything.
Yep.
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 So, with that being said, it's time to decide. If you're sick and tired of your life being the way it is, make a choice. Make a commitment to yourself that you're worthy of having the life that you want, that you're worthy of thriving versus surviving. And then be willing to do the action, even if it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. And I'll get off my soapbox now.
No, I love it. I love it. Let's keep the rant going. This is this is the time to decide. I like that. Decide and go
Be willing
or
to take the action.
get the F out of the way.
Yeah.
And don't come around and play in the sandbox like you're taking up prime real estate. That's the way I look at it. Like, let's get shit done.
Yeah.
We all have the potential. I know we all get in our own way. Mostly, we all get in our own way.
Yeah.
But I like what you said too. More so ever in history, there's so much that takes us out of focusing on ourselves. There's so much distraction. It's so easy. Don't even get me going about the Oscars. There's so much now that people will just focus on and talk about, as opposed to saying, fuck all that.
Yeah.
What do I need? Decide on that. Create some innovation around that. Like an honor, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Honor yourself. That's how you make a change.
Mm-hmm. Period. And it's not just making the decision one day and then sitting back on the couch hoping that everything just works out for you. You have to make that decision every single day. And as a numerologist, make it for 64 days straight. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, remember the thinking state and the feeling state of that decision, activate that decision in your body, and then ask what's next. And be willing to do that simple step every day for 64 days and watch your whole life change. You are guaranteed to get what you want if you do those things. And it is that simple.
64 days. 64 days emotionally. So mentally and emotionally connected to what you want.
Yep.
64 days, the intention behind it.
Yeah. And be willing to ask what's next and take the action, even if that action makes no sense whatsoever.
And zero expectation, zero concern about judgment, all of that. It's almost like we're taking a risk every day.
Yeah.
Right.
But aren't you worth it?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I didn't come into this world to just survive. I came into this world to live a life fully lived and to motherfucking thrive. And I believe that every human on this planet deserves that too.
They do. And I just had this conversation the other day. Thriving for Cindy Van looks a hell of a lot different than thriving for Joe Bag of Donuts sitting over there on the street corner who's happy as a pig in poop because his life is awesome.
Yep.
Mad love for that, right? But it's that.
Yeah.
Right? Thriving in whatever arena you choose to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can feel that Aries energy.
I love it.
Fired up.
Fired up. It's my month. I'm also just fired up today in general, but
yeah, me too.
Well, anyway, Cindy Van, new moon. I know we're running out of time, but new moon, what can we expect come? I think it's hitting us on the 1st.
On the Friday. Yeah. On the Friday. It's really about that co-creation with higher perspective, whatever that looks like for you. God, source, universe, label it whatever you want to, just do it.
There it is. Cindy Van. All right. All right, everybody. Mad love to you all. Cindy Van, you rock. We'll see everyone in April.
You betcha.
Cheers.
Bye.